Hello class, welcome to week 1. As I mentioned in your first welcome video introduction, it's really important that you stay on top of things throughout this class. So when you first come into the shell, you're always going to hear me say check the announcement section. This is where I communicate with you and I post things all the time to try and help to keep you on track. Sometimes you will receive these announcements via email, sometimes you won't. So always look in the announcement section. So on to week 1. You're going to notice in this class that there's a lot of ungraded assignments every week. Now these assignments are going to help you with larger assignments. So the ungraded assignments are breaking apart components of the larger signature assignments that are due in subsequent weeks. So it's to your advantage that you complete these ungraded assignments, because then you won't feel as overwhelmed and completely lost when the main assignment is due. So if you click at the week 1 at a glance, you will see that this document gives you a quote. It talks about the portfolio and what we're going to be doing throughout the weeks ahead, the course learning objectives for the week, and then also a nice graph about what you should be completing throughout the week. You're going to notice that those that are highlighted in blue are the graded assignments for the week. So if you find this a helpful tool, please use it. When we go back to the week 1 shell, there's also a graphic here that talks about the ungraded assignments that you're going to be working on each week, or hopefully working on. I really stress that you do work on them to help build your portfolio, and then a chart about the graded assignments. So as you look here, it talks about reading all the documents and course information. I mentioned that in my welcome video, so please do that. To look at the materials on critical thinking, those are below. The documents on a SWOT analysis, those are below. The documents on individual, microsystems, and mesosystems. So again, you'll see this below. To work on doing the activities that assess your strengths and weaknesses. So there's some activities below that will help for that, because as you start their SWOT analysis, you're going to actually start writing down these various strengths and weaknesses. There's activities below that help with this, and then start writing this down. And then continue with the SWOT analysis in regards to threats to the micro and mesosystems. So all these are ungraded, but again, it's really to your advantage to do these. And we'll look at them a little bit more so below. For the graded assignments, let's look down below. So if you go in this tab, you're going to see some of the various graded assignments. The first one is Acknowledgement of Course Materials. Basically, this prompt asks you to look at the course information tabs and to make sure that you understand all the policies that you see. And when you do, then you'll click on this link, and basically in the box below, you'll write a submission that says, I've read through the course information and I understand what's expected of me, and then you submit. So this is graded, it's 20 points. The other assignments is the week 1 discussion board. So with this, you're really working on applying critical thinking skills to what you've learned at Bramman. There's 4 different questions that you're to answer for your initial post, which is due Wednesday by midnight. And then you are to respond to at least 3 peers Sunday by midnight. So that might be a little different than your previous classes. 3 peers Sunday by midnight to receive full credit. Now make sure that you look at, on the course information page, the rubric for the discussion board if you want to earn full credit, which is at the bottom. Click on discussion board rubric, and you'll be able to see the expectations that are expected throughout this course in order to really work on getting the maximum points. There's a whole paragraph about your initial post, and then there's some different bullet points about what you can do to make a substantial response post to your peers. So make sure you look at that. So again, your initial post is due Wednesday by midnight, and you are to respond to at least 3 peers Sunday by midnight. And down here then you're going to find the SWOT analysis table that, excuse me, I have it down here in a Word document, that will help you to start your analysis table for the signature assignment number 1, and specifically asking you to look at strengths and weaknesses and some of these threats below. So let's get back to our class. get back to week 1, and you look at down here below, critical thinking materials. So once again, this is helpful for the discussion board. There is an introduction here, and there's some PowerPoints to help you with the critical thinking component. We look down below a little bit further. Here's the SWOT analysis materials. So with this, there's different information about what a SWOT analysis is. There's the table. And then down here below, you'll see explanation about Bronfenbrenner's model. You can click on the different links and it will specifically talk more so about the different dynamics within it. And there's just additional documents then about the microsystem and the mesosystem. So these materials are helping to break down, again, some of the components to the first signature assignment. And then at the very bottom, you're going to find a folder on self-reflection activities. These activities are included here to help you to continue to assess your own strengths and weaknesses. So I know it's a lot of material, but it's important that you go through and start working towards identifying your strengths and weaknesses, start working on identifying the threats to the mesosystem. And that's why they're there, to help you with that SWOT analysis. So when your signature assignment 1 is due, you've been able to complete portions of the SWOT analysis without feeling lost. So it's really important to do that. The last component that isn't mentioned, and I have it right here, is the video introduction post. If you click on the discussion board, once you get to the discussion board, you will see down here below a discussion board labeled Week 1 Student Video Introduction. So what you're going to need to do is to post your own video introduction to your classmates. Now I know sometimes folks get a little stressed about this. I did include a video about how to record using Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm doing right now. This is a free program. It's easy to use. You may decide to use that, or if not, you can record a video some other way and upload it to this board. So there's some questions to help guide you throughout this video introduction and what is expected. So you simply go through the questions, click on this link, and you'll create your own thread with your video. So I know it's a lot to think about this class and what is expected, and this is kind of how it's going to be each week. You're going to have these various assignments to work on and those graded assignments to the right. And remember that these assignments that you're working on will actually build on your additional assignments that are due in subsequent weeks. This week, remember, what's graded is the acknowledgement, your discussion board, which you need to have your initial posting Wednesday by midnight, respond to 3 peers Sunday by midnight, and your video introduction post. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help you. And if you want to meet or if you just want to continue to talk via email, that's fine with me as well. I am here to help you and get through these 8 weeks together. Thanks.